Hello, you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing a story time, and I got this food from Casey. Well, this is seafood, and it came from Casey's Food on Facebook. I believe she operates out of her home, and this will be my first time trying her. And she's in the Dallas area, so. And this is sponsored by um, the liquor stop down the street from me, because let me tell you about them. I went there a couple of weeks ago. Looks delish. I told her wanted it extra spicy. I don't have any dipping sauce because I don't have any butter to make dipping sauce. But we gonna make this work. So I went there a couple of weeks ago, and it was me and my best friend, and we were just going half on some liquor or whatever. And the security guard was in there, and he stole my money, $140. Like, it would be common courtesy to give me my money back, like, to actually, like, ma'am, you dropped your money, but, you know. You do have people in this world that do not care for others. Even though he's employed by them, he didn't care to that. He obviously didn't care. So then I had to get a detective to get my money back. Like, literally. Did I show you how it's dripping? So I wanted to talk about this crazy girl that I was working with. So I started a job at a place called RSR. They package guns, they sell guns, and it's a warehouse. And you know, in warehouses, it's a lot of mess. But at this warehouse, you would think like nobody's gonna start anything. It's mostly older people that work there. Like, it was like me and a couple of other people that were young. Like, if it's like 30 plus in there, and I'm 23, so I'm like, it's not that many young people here. So yes, contact. So I had just started, and I heard that I had heard from the person who was training me that they fire people a lot up there. And with the pay, with how much they pay, and they pay really good, and the way that it's like a federal facility because they sell guns and stuff, so you would expect that their tolerance is very like low for any extra curricular activities that you think would get you fired. It seems like they're cutthroat about it. So when I started, it was some guys in my area that were cool. On me, my trainer, and another female, and we're gonna call my trainer. We're gonna call my trainer Jay. And Jay, she's a female. She was just giving me a rundown about like how it was cool up there, but you know, at every warehouse, you don't tell people your business. If you work at a warehouse, you know it's messy as hell. It's messy as hell. People tell you business, they all in your business. Don't try to be friends. You came up there to work, go home. And that's the only thing I can tell you. So, if you hear a lot of noise from my kids, well, it's my kid and her friends. So, uh, yeah, I should have got some scissors. Yeah, I got some scissors. So she's telling me about how she was cool with certain people up there, and um, and how they had fell out because it was a lot of mess going on about her and the manager that was there. They were saying that they were sleeping together, or they seen them outside of work at Arby's together. And you know that any regular employee cannot have relations with a manager, especially in the department, in the same department. So I was just listening, taking in heed to what she was saying, because I came to work. I really didn't care to have any type of friendship, relationships, anything like that. So, I mean, it was cool to have her though, and to tell me stuff, to let me know who I can and cannot hang around. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get serious. Oh shit. So, like I said, when I came in, everything was cool. Everything was gravy. I got to know people. And then I met this girl. And we're gonna call her Coco. Coco, she's like someone who has been there she says she's been there like 5 years. So she just speak. If I get anything wrong, anybody in her, like where she was working, would tell me like if I got anything wrong or anything, if I need to fix anything. And so I was just taking heed, learning as well. So there's one girl that I thought was related to one of the guys there, and once I got to know her, I noticed. I mean, she told me that she wasn't related to him. That he wanted to, like, actually, like, try to talk to her and be in a relationship, flirting type of stuff. And she was just like, "No, I wouldn't talk to him." She was on the same thing that I'm on. Like, no, I'm not up here to start no relationship. We already know stuff get messy if you have a relationship with someone up there, like the same job as you, especially in warehouses. So the guys that we were um that were trying to talk to her and was conversating with me, and we was just chopping it up, they ended up getting fired. One got fired because his background came back, and one got fired because I think he was just talking too much. And when that happened, I was like, oh my God, they firing people for anything, especially with the one that talk too much. Like, I understand y'all want people to work, but it's like, it's kind of hard to work around people that you don't know and not talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to talk to people and make time go by. So, um, they ended up getting fired, and it was one younger guy left. So, um, and he kind of winked on to me like he didn't wing on to me, but like we kind of talked. Like we'll talk every now and again, and he would say that he would want me to work on side of him or something like that. It's nothing serious, but the girl, Coco, would come by and just jump in our conversation because like when I first came there, I seen them together and I thought, they must be in a relationship or something because they kind of stayed by each other. But at the same time, once I got to know everything, it's like how we was working. You would most often be working with someone. It don't matter if girl, boy, girl. It don't matter. Most of the time, we was working with someone. So I just figured they worked together. So when he walked out, when he walks off, she tells me, well, no one up here is supposed to be in relationships. No one. If you get in a relationship with anybody up here, you will get in trouble. And I'm like, oh, really? Like, okay. Wonder why did she just walk up and say this like it's just, like, you, like, what? Like, I'm just looking at her like, okay, all right. So, I ain't think nothing of it. I just thought she probably just wanted me to know that. I don't know, she thought I was just getting close to dude and she felt like she should tell me that. So, a couple days later, they ended up firing the guy. I don't know why they ended up firing him. Oh, they said he was always late. So they ended up firing him. And so it was just older people there with me now. So I was the youngest person there in my department. So um, everything was cool, everything was good. Things was gravy, coming up in there, packaging guns, looking at the guns, all that. When the trucks come, I'm actually looking for another job. While I'm in there, I'm talking to the FedEx drivers, trying to see how much they made, this and that, because I knew this wasn't gonna last because how easy it was for them to fire people. And I don't like jobs that's like that. Like, I understand, but you gotta understand, I have kids. I'm not saying that I'll be late all the time or anything like that, but what if I have an emergency? Will y'all fire me over something like that? And this, like, I'm new here, so so yeah. So it's this this forklift driver that will always speak to me when you walk by. And just be like, hey, and just speak. Nothing too much. He just say hey. I say hey back. And he's not the only one. Like, almost everyone would speak. Girls, boys, no matter what, they would all speak. Everybody speak. So for one instance, like how she just jump up in people conversations, come on. I ended up doing it to her because she was doing it to me lately. And I'm like, why does she keep on jumping in my conversations? Like, so I see her talking to one of the guys that I had been speaking to, and we're gonna call him Steve. So, and he's just like average build, older guy. He's every bit of like 34. Um, he's handsome. a handsome guy. He's from Africa. Um, I don't know what reason because I didn't get to talk to him much, but so she was talking to him, and I had walked up to him, and I was like, what department you work in? Because I wasn't seeing him lately, so I was like, he usually be through there every day, so I was like, what department do you actually work in? And he was like, he was in receiving or something like that. And I was like, so is that on that side? And he was like, yeah, that's on that side. And I was like, so what is this where I'm at? And he answered my question. And when he answered my question, this is not spicy at all, but it's good though. This is not spicy. And so when I asked him the question, he was in the midst of answering the question when she was what is it to you? But I didn't hear what she was saying because we was by the forklift, so I really didn't hear what she was saying. So I asked her, I was like, what you say? And she just I think she kind of rolled her eyes and walked off. And I was like, okay, what's her problem? I look at him like, what? And he started looking at her like he didn't know what the fuck to say. And I didn't know what to say either, girl. I'm like, she couldn't repeat herself. I knew it was a smart remark because how she walked off. But I didn't know exactly what she said. So I walked. So she walk off, I walk off, and he ride off. And I see him going towards the bathroom. So I walk towards the bathroom to see exactly what she had said. And this is not, mind you, this is not the first time she's done something like this. Like, she'll jump in conversation, she'll say something to walk off, but I never thought it was nothing smart until I seen her, her actual face expression when she walked off. So I walked up to him and I was like, so what she say? And she was like, what is it to you? And he was like, I don't know why she said that. I don't know what's wrong with her. And I was like, so she just said that out of the blue. I'm looking at him like, y'all must talk or something, you know? So he was like, no, I don't like girls like that. Ooh, no. Fabulous germs don't hurt. I love my potatoes. I'm sorry. So he was like, y'all don't know if nothing on my face because I can't look. He was like, nah, I don't even like girls that do stuff like that. And so I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, can I have your number? And I was like, nah, I got a boyfriend. So I don't know why anybody would have an attitude like, you don't know me. You don't know two things about me. Only thing we ever talked about was your daughter and her being in school and me needing to get my daughter in school. So, get my daughter in daycare type stuff. We never had any type of conversation other than that. So you don't even know that I got a boyfriend. You just, I don't know. So I'm telling him I had a boyfriend or whatever, and he was like, oh, okay. And I ended up walking out from him. So I walk over there to where she at. And I'm like, I was like, so are you and him in a relationship? Because if I would know that, I would not try to talk to him or nothing like that. I would understand why you felt angry about the situation or why you probably walked. Even still, she still had no business saying nothing to me like that. But I feel you, if y'all are in a relationship, I wouldn't talk to him or anything like that. So she was like, no, he's just so dear to my heart. I wouldn't want any girl to abuse him or anything like that. And I'm looking at her like, huh? Hmm? How am I abusing him? Like, what you mean he close to your heart? And that's exactly what I told her. I'm like, so what does that have to do with what I was asked? I just asked him a simple question. Well, I heard that you've been hustling guys around here, and it's already rumors that you hustling men up here. And I said, what is hustling? Like, what you mean? And he was like, I don't really know, but I guess that's when you have sex with men for money. I said, no, ma'am. You ain't hear that about me. Don't nobody in here know me. I only been working here a week, no, I think it was 2 weeks and a half then. So how all of a sudden I go from just starting to having sex with being up here for money? Um, it's already rumors allowed to, and I see you every time you walk in. You all in every nigga face. I said, what? Who who face you ever seen me in? Now I'm usually the type to go to slap off. Like, I'm really the type that'll fight you inside of work. But I needed that next paycheck. So I wasn't with that right then and there. So I just told her, look here, I don't know what you heard about me, how you heard these things about me, or what you talking about. But I never heard these things, and I'm pretty sure you got me mistaken. Well, I just see you all in every nigga face. As soon as they walk in the door, you in their face. I said, ain't nobody new started since I came. So what is you talking about? Oh, I'm just saying, Steve, he feels so close to my heart. I'm like, okay, Coco. Okay, Coco. You over here tripping. So I go talk to the trainer that trained me, Jay. And I'm like, you know what the girl just showed me? And I told her everything that happened. And she was like, I don't know why she do it. But it was a rumor out about her. Like, she had sex with this dude for money. And she said, here. She had sex with this dude for money. And he ended up telling everybody at work. So she don't know. So I went to I'm usually not the person to snitch. But at this time, I needed this job. And I didn't have time to be fired over he say, she say. So I went to the head itself. And I told him, I said, I don't know what I done to this girl. But Coco, I said, Coco, he said. And he started shaking his head. He said, I always hear stuff about her. Every time somebody new start, and I guess she feel intimidated by you. I guess she feel like you too pretty or something like that. I know I'm pretty. I know I'm pretty. And I know I'm bad. I can insert some pictures for you if you want me to. Now I'm playing. Now I'm playing, but seriously though, if somebody cute, they don't give you no, like, you shouldn't be, that's hating to me. Like, and I'm not that type. If you cute, you cute. And I'm gonna tell you dead to your face. You bad. Like, If I see a girl and she bad, I'm telling my dude, look at her, she bad. I give props where it's due, honey. This just, I don't know if it's just me or where I'm from. I don't know. Like, we don't do no hating. I know I don't. I don't do no hating. That's one thing. I'm gonna give props where it's due. If you fine, you fine. If you pull niggas, you pull niggas. And I'm telling him, like, I'm not even up here for no relationship. I'm not. I ain't here up here to talk to none of these niggas. Like, I don't want none of these men up here at all. Like, at all. So, we're just like, she has a mental illness. And when he said that, I was like, oh, that's why. And it's already rumors out here about her. That's why she came and told you that it's about you. And I'm like, so she making up rumors about me because she got rumors about her. So she said, telling me it's rumors about me, but it's really rumors about her. So what type of illness is this? If you know, let me know in the comments below, because I want to know what type of illness do she have. She takes medication. Up. I'm like, yeah, I probably don't need to work. Have her working around these guns. She probably take one of these guns, load it and cock it, and shoot everybody in here. Oh, some he say, she say. Over some stuff that she made up in her head. I don't understand. So, he was just telling me, like, do you want to handle this? Do you want to talk about this? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll talk about it. I want me, you, and her in this room to talk about it. Because I came here to work. I ain't came here for no extra drama. And I've been a snatched little girl from this side of the warehouse to that side of the warehouse, inside the warehouse. I don't play no games. Little girl, a stick, baby. I will demolish you, literally. Like, I try not to be on that type of stuff when I came so far to leave that stuff in the past. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a fool. Especially with my anger issues. But I really try to be nice, caring. But there are people that just start stuff with you, like, I don't know. Tell you doing stuff that you ain't never heard that you was doing. It's like, okay. So I walk out of his office and I walked towards the West College because it was time to go. And by the time I got done talking to him, I was glad that I went in there and talked to him because I was tired anyway. I was ready to go home. And it took out all my time sitting in there talking to him. I'm just prolonging time just so that time could run up on that damn clock. You hear me? So, yeah, so, girl, I walk out the security. And the girl just standing right there. So I'm thinking I'm just about to walk politely on that. And she was like, come here, let me talk to you. I'm like, what this weird ass bitch want? You is weird. Who stands out and wait for somebody? You ain't trying to fight? You ain't trying to fight, so what you trying to do? You feel me? So, she was just like, she walking with me. Just walking with her. Like everything just so casually. I'm walking with her. And she like, I didn't mean to make you feel no type of way. But gosh, I really felt some type of way when you was talking to him because, like, I really feel some way about him, and I don't want anybody to, you know, I don't want anybody to damage him or anything like that. Like he's some fucking property or some shit. I just asked him a question. You act like I done cursed him out trying to fight him or something. You act like it's something like that. So what did you keep on talking about? He's so close to your heart and you feel some type of way and distant. So I'm just looking at the line because my manager had already told me that they don't even know each other like that. Like, he just started not too long ago. So, why did you send me a line? Man don't even know you. Oh, it's just because, here she go with another line. The girls up here already telling me that you always catch an attitude with them. Who I got an attitude with? I don't ever catch an attitude with anybody. Y'all, this is what she was saying to me. Like, just making up shit off the top of her head. Just making up stuff. So, right there, right then and there, I'm just sitting there listening to her laughing because the whole time I'm just sitting there like, I'm just sitting there laughing, girl, because the girl done lost her head for real. Oh, just some more stuff. Like, it's crazy. I never had to go through no stuff like this. I'm trying to see what type of illness do she have. And, if ain't nobody knew that she had no illness, she'd have been on y'all ass beat by me. So, I don't know, just saying, all right, yeah. I'm walking off on her, because if you want to sit here and lie about stupid stuff, irrelevant stuff that's really not true, then well be it, so be it. And once you get your facts straight and come to me correct, then we can talk. Because I ain't have time, because I haven't met you outside. I wouldn't even meet you outside. I'll tell your ass up inside the fucking warehouse. And this is the reason why you don't talk to nobody. You don't have relationships inside a warehouse. Like, you don't do it. You don't do it. Some people be cool, but then you have these crazies. I've never met nobody that's crazy like that. Like, you gonna make up stuff in your head. You this type of stuff you see on movies. So, the next day, she comes up. I like your shirt. What? What? Like, why? The next day, I like your shirt. First you feel threatened by me. Now you want to compliment me. Next thing you gonna want to kill me. I can't be around people like you. I waited a couple of days and my manager never called up and talked to both of us. And I ended up quitting. And not because of her. I had to quit. But he thought it was because of her. Because I had my trainer number and she texted me and said he fired her because he thought that she was the reason why you quit. He should have been fired her. She around here bothering people like a little kid. Like little ass kids. Lying, spreading rumors, just doing all types of nothings. Like, it's let me know if y'all ever witnessed anything like this. Like, I don't know crazy people. And if he wouldn't have told me she was crazy and took medication, I would have never known. She got some type of disorder, I guess. I'm afraid of bipolar. She probably got that mixed on in her since next day. She want to compliment my shirt. I like your shirt. Okay, crazy. All right, crazy. But yeah, can't hang with people like that. These warehouses, you end up getting in a relationship, and then your business all over the warehouse. And I'm just like, I I knew there was crazy people in the world, but I ain't never witnessed it like that. Never. I mean, I know I'm a cute girl and everything, but there's a lot of cute girls in the world. A lot of them. A lot. Like plenty. That's why they say it's plenty of fish in the sea, because it's plenty of pretty girls. I've never been that jealous before in my life. I don't think I will ever will be, because I'm not just type of person. I don't hate. I give props when it's due. You fine, you fine. If you bad, you bad. If you cute, you cute. If you're not, you're not. Real spill. I think I just ate an onion. I think I just ate an onion. I'm just bored, y'all. Like, I'm for real life fool. Baby, you needed some counseling. That's what you need. You need some for real life counseling. Like, for real life counseling. No. And for real life fool. And it's good. My belly is about to explode. Leave me alone.
You gotta get out here.
I'm done. So, that's it, you guys. I'm done. Hit the comment button, like, share, subscribe. You know how they go. Salute to my 30 subscribers. I'm happy to have you guys. Hopefully I can get a couple more. Once I get 100, I'm gonna do the 15-pound lobster or the whole king crab. Cause I fucks with y'all. It's with me. You know? You know? Get one more bite. Too fast.